Welcome back. I'm Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I'm here with our weekly video and tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and your wellness. This week, we're going to talk about some ideas you can use in your living room. You know, the space where we spend a lot of time as a family. It might be a space where you're spending a lot of time on the ground with your kids. It's a space that we forget about. We focus on kitchens and bedrooms more, but your living room has a lot of opportunity to create a healthy space. So the first thing we want to do in the living room is reduce dust, improve our airflow, and reduce humidity levels in our space. So the environment around your living room or family hangout area is really important to your family. Airflow is key. We want to get that air moving, and the more indoor air that gets stuck inside our homes with no way of being diluted is going to be more toxic air. Our indoor air is filled with CO2, VOCs, chemicals, and other pollutants, and so diluting the air with outdoor air is the best course of action next to reducing the toxins and chemicals. Fresh air from outside is your best friend when it comes to indoor air quality. If you can find a way to open a window, a patio door, turn on a ceiling fan, or run the whole house fan, do it. If you can do all of these things together, you will allow so much fresh air into your house and dramatically improve your indoor air quality. We also want to reduce dust. So this means regular dusting with a wet cloth or a wet mop to keep dust at a minimum because we know it's full of toxins, pesticides, and other chemicals. And then we also want to lower humidity levels. So the lower the humidity levels in your home, the less products and materials will off-gas. Lower humidity levels also mean that mold and mildew won't be able to thrive in your home either. Keeping your humidity levels between 35% and 40% is ideal. And then finally, you could do a little mini detox. So if you have carpeting in your home, there are ways that you can block VOCs from that carpeting, and I have them linked in this week's blog post for you, which is in the video description. Essentially, you don't have to rip out your carpet to get rid of these VOCs. The next focus is going to be improving indoor air quality through removing fragrance and a variety of other things that will really take your home to the next level of being low toxin. So the first thing to do is remove air fresheners and scented candles. I know this can be hard, but I promise once you get rid of them, you will not miss them. Instead, you could use essential oils to purify your air. I know after removing air fresheners, I had to give them a try because I really missed having some fragrance in my house, and this was key for me. It helped purify the air, and it helped reduce CO2 levels that we produce as well. You can also add air purifying plants. Plants are an incredible resource, and bringing them inside can do wonders for your indoor air. Plants naturally reduce CO2 levels in the home and can improve indoor air quality at the same time. But you also need to be aware that an overwatered plant will increase the humidity levels and can also breed mold and mildew. So make sure they're spaced out and you don't overwater them. The next thing we're going to do is reduce VOCs. Now these are going to be bigger projects that you can plan ahead for. So one way to reduce VOCs is to look at your furniture. Furniture foam is usually quite toxic as it contains flame retardants and formaldehyde. If you have the option to replace the foam with a natural filling like wool or cotton or an all-natural latex, you can actually eliminate the problematic chemical right away. You can even check with a local upholsterer to see if they can do this for you. Otherwise, I also have options on my website for brand new couches and sofas that are completely toxin-free. But then another option is to use a product like Safe Coat Safe Seal to block in the VOCs that might be in any of the wood on that furniture. So we also want to look at rugs. Rugs are often treated with PFCs to ensure that water beads on them rather than gets soaked into the textiles. And if you can't replace your rug with an organic or GOTS certified rug, then making sure to keep it dry is your best bet. You can also neutralize some of the chemicals by using a VOC blocker or baking soda every few months. And then your textiles. So textiles like curtains, pillows, and throw blankets make the living room cozy, but they're often treated with chemicals to ensure they don't wrinkle or absorb spills or stains. So this is really difficult to avoid, but I have some solutions linked in this week's blog post that are all natural fabrics. They're untreated and they're organic, and you can use them in the textiles that you would use around your house. And then finally, a little upgrade would be to paint. So paints often contain VOCs and other solvents that aren't VOCs, and so even a low VOC paint does contain some toxins. I have my favorite brands of paint listed in the blog post this week, and they are all toxin free and have total transparency in their ingredients. And the other thing I'm sharing in this week's blog post are all of my add-ons that I have in my own home that I love for living rooms. Things like salt lamps, organic blankets, everything to make your space really beautiful and cozy. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel because I'm here every week with a new video and tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and your wellness.